Good evening. This is Thursday, February 19th at 7 p.m., and it's time for the Martin County Local Planning Agency. I'd like to introduce our new assistant attorney for the county, Sebastian Fox. He'll be sitting in for Elise Elder. We have no minutes to approve, so I think our first piece of new business is NPH-1 LDR 2504, Article 11, Planned Mixed-Use Village Excavation Standards. This is a request by Guthrie Oakley and Stuart on behalf of Mattamy Palm Beach, LLC, for approval of amendment to Division 6 Site Development Standards, Article 11, Planned Mixed-Use Village Land Development Regulations, the Martin County Code, to add excavation standards to projects in mixed-use village zoning districts exclusively. I think Mr. Sinat is going to do staff's presentation, and then some members of the applicant will probably say something.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I need to speak up. I spoke with the staff, and I also spoke with Mr. Wright.
Right. It's actually not.
Oh, it's not for this?
Quasi-judicial, so I would also say that I spoke with Ike Gumpler.
All right, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Me too.
I don't.
Excellent.
Okay.
There he is.
Yep.
Late as usual.
But better late than
never.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, members of the LPA. I'm John Sennett, Principal Planner with Growth Management. A copy of my work history has been filed with the clerk. I am presenting the proposed text amendment to Division 6, Article 11 of the Land Development Regulations. Article 11 was approved in 2018 through the adoption of Ordinance 1083. It regulates the Newfield project, formerly known as Pineland Prairie. Newfield encompasses just over 3,400 acres in western Palm City, as shown on this aerial, south of the C-23 canal. The proposed amendment adds excavation standards to Division 6, Site Development Standards, Article 11. The amendment proposes a maximum excavation depth of 40 feet. The bottom of excavations must be at least 30 feet above the confining unit of the upper Floridan Aquifer Hawthorne Group. The material excavated below 15 feet will be restricted to sand. The proposed amendment establishes setbacks of excavations from rights-of-way, property lines, and wells and septic systems. Excavations in the vicinity of wetlands would continue to be subject to Divisions 1 and 2 of Article 4 Land Development Regulations. The proposed amendment contains sampling, reporting, and monitoring requirements which are consistent with existing excavation and fill standards found in Division 8, Excavating, Filling, and Mining, Article 4, LDR. Staff recommend approval of the proposed ordinance amending Article 11, Planned Mixed-Use Village Land Development Regulations, Martin County Code. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Sennett. Are there any questions for staff?
Nope.
Mr. Sennett, could you tell us what the normal, not a mixed-use village mining standards are? What's the maximum depth the mine can be dredged for sand?
So for a standard excavation in our Article 3 zoning districts, that would be 20 feet from control elevation. There are existing provisions in Article 4 that would allow a mine to go to 40 feet.
Right.
And that has a similar restriction as far as the vertical separation between the confining unit.
And the same number of test wells would have to be done as well?
Yes, the geotechnical report and sampling requirements that are proposed in this amendment are consistent with the sampling and monitoring requirements that are applicable to mines currently.
The decision before us is exclusively for Newfields. It's not going to be applied to anybody else unless they get the same sort of exemptions on and follow the same stipulations that are in the land development regulations, correct?
Correct. This amendment is applicable only to Article 11, which governs the Newfield project.
And it's I think, about setbacks as well as total depth.
Yes, this amendment proposes setbacks from rights-of-way and property lines, those setbacks are consistent with existing standards in Article 4.
Thank you. For the applicant, who's speaking? All of you, at once or individually?
Right. Good evening. I'm Kristen Spake. I'm counsel for the applicant at the Gunster Law Firm. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you to staff for their recommendation of approval after a careful analysis. So I'm joined here tonight by members of the Mattamy development team. You'll hear from James Fitzgerald of Mattamy, also Bob Higgins, our engineer expert, and our traffic expert, Kevin Trepanier. I think it sounds like you all are very familiar with this, so I will speed it up. But as you know, Knight Kiplinger had a unique vision for the Newfield development, and so to achieve that unique vision, it's got its own separate section within the land development regulations, Article 11, the planned mixed-use village article, and that article applies solely to Newfield. And I think, Vice Chair Moore, you hit on that already, which is the change that we're asking for today is in Article 11, and that will be solely for Newfield. It won't be for just any other project anywhere to try to utilize. And so that's one important point, and thank you for already bringing that up. And the second point we want to raise is one that staff has already made very clear, which is we have adapted language that's already been considered and vetted and adopted by the Board of County Commissioners and in the excavation, fill, and mining section of the code. And so there are safeguards that have been carefully put into place for that, and you'll hear more about that from Mr. Higgins. You don't want to hear about that from me. So if I may ask for James Fitzgerald of Mattamy to come up and just tell you a little bit about why this is something they want to have approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we need to hear all this? Can we just make a motion to approve it?
You guys just want to approve it now. I'm sure we can get out of here.
I mean, if you want to make the motion, I suppose you can, but we do need to make sure that there's no members of the public that want to be heard on this. I don't see anybody.
Because my understanding is this is the same, what we're doing for mining, and we vetted the procedure for mining, and it's the same standards, and we're holding them to that same level, and it's good for, if you went a half a mile away, it'd still be good for that on another piece of property. So, I mean, I'm not an engineer, so you could blow smoke, real fast, and I wouldn't know whether you tell me the truth or not. But if it's the same standards, I make a motion, we approve it.
Okay. We have a motion to approve staff's recommendation.
I second.
Thank you very much for being here. We have a motion. and a
Mr. Chairman,
second.
could you just confirm no public comment? Just make the
Yeah,
opportunity.
okay. There is no public comment. There is no, I did, I think, mention that, or, okay, yes.
Give the
We
opportunity.
see no members of the public wishing to speak to this item. I don't see any in the room. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. Good night.
Mr. Chairman,
Mhm.
Paul Schilling, Growth Management Director for the record. So for March 5th, we have a couple agenda items. I was just trying to get your concurrence that we'll have attendance at that meeting. And I do want to thank my staff for being understanding in the kind of outreach that we've done today and trying to make sure that we have a quorum. But my goal as a director is to have staff working on other things rather than that. So if we could, when I get a concurrence at the meeting, just let us know if you're not going to attend.
Mhm.
That way, and I don't want to, I know the board is a volunteer board and we appreciate your time, certainly. But, and I don't want to bother you all, but that's where I'm coming from.
Right. I think Joan tried to call me earlier today, but I was in a meeting, and so
Okay.
I did text her back. I don't know if she got the text or not,
Thank you.
if that was directed at me.
Oh, no. It's directed at those that are here and those that will be here hopefully next time.
I won't be here on the 5th.
You will not be here, Doctor? Thank you.
But so you know, the phone that Joan called, office phone.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So that's why she.
So Dr. Brown will not be here. Does anyone else anticipate not being here?
I'll be here,
I'll be here.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
and Tom will be back.
Shall we adjourn?
I believe so. Yep.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Thank